Hi, welcome back. My name is Venkatesh Akula. Whether you want to be a software engineer or AI engineer, learning Git and GitHub is non-negotiable. In this video, we are going to learn about the essential commands that are required in order to manage your daily work with Git and GitHub and initializing your first project to pushing that code into GitHub. Until that point, we're going to learn and all the essential that are required that would be discussed in this video. Let's get started. This tutorial, let's create a new folder called uh, this is for YouTube, and then I'll try to for demo purpose we are going to create one calculator, and let's open up this in VS Code first. Okay, I'm going to open up VS Code here. You see, this is completely empty uh, VS Code, and I'm going to close the previous one that I was working. So this is completely empty. Now what we are going to do is we are going to write a simple code using Klein, that is one of the AI code generator. And then what we are going to do is with the help of that we'll create a simple app, and then using Git commands, let's push that code. First, let's initialize and then do other configurations that are required, and then push it to GitHub. Let's do that. Now I'm going to ask the client to create a simple app. Please create a simple uh, calculator uh, and run it. Let's wait for some time. What it's going to do is first it will think, it will analyze and will start generating the code that is required in order to uh, create one. See, the first step is it's going to create the index file. Mm, so, okay, the first step is it's created a HTML page, and the second step is opening the calculator in the browser. See, it has created this simple app. Let's quickly check whether it is working actually or not. 1 plus 2 equal to, hey, what is it? 1 plus 2. It's actually not working. Let's ask the app itself. Uh, the it is giving wrong results. Please check. Please have a quick check again. Yeah. Now let's check again. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Now 2 plus 2 equal to 4. 4 plus 6 equal to 10. Yeah, now it is working. Now, the first step is what we are going to do is you have to open up your terminal. Let's see how many here. See, one simple index.html page is there. And then now what we are going to do is let's get started with the Git. Now, the first step you are going to do whenever you're going to deal with a Git is that you have to check whether a Git is installed or not. Now, let's quickly check whether Git is there or not. You see, if it is displaying all these commands, meaning Git is already installed. If it is not installed, what you have to do is you have to go here and you have to quickly go to Git and download the latest one, install for Windows, and then click next, next, next. It will download for you. And the second thing is what you have to do is click check what's the version of the Git. Now, to check the version of the Git is what you have to do is Git space hyphen hyphen version. What it will do is it will give the version of the Windows, that is 2.52. And the next thing what we are going to do is you have to set up the configuration. Let me clear this one. There is something called configuration setup that is required for the Git. So now let's do that. So if you click on Git config, what it will do is it will sorry it is git config hyphen hyphen list. What it will do is it will display all the settings that is there for the Git in your system. So you see here my username is Venkatesh Akula, and my user email is venkatesh.akula18@gmail.com. Settings that are there. Now, in order to set up this thing, the first thing what you have to do is you have to configure your username. To configure your username, what you have to do is git config hyphen hyphen. You have to set it at global level. User dot name space in quotation you have to give what's your name exactly. So I'm going to give the same thing as previously, and then one more thing what I'm going to do is I have to set up my email id git config hyphen hyphen global user dot email user sorry user dot email, and in quotation marks you're going to give venkatesh dot akula 18 at gmail.com. So this is how you configure the first thing, and then if you want to check again, what you have to do is git config hyphen hyphen list. What it will do, it will display the configurations that you have for your Git. Now, let's set the commands that is required for the Git version control. Now, you see this code, it doesn't display anything, meaning whether it is initialized. So let's clear the screen again. Now let's start. There is one command called git init. This is the first step when you are dealing with Git. What this init does is that it will initialize the project, initialize a new repository in your current folder, in this folder. Now see this U displayed here, and also it is showing as untracked, which means now the Git is initialized in your project folder. And now there is something that you need to know. In Git, there are 4 steps involved in here. The first thing is the first thing here is working directory. Second thing is stage area, staging we call. And the third one is local repo, which is saved in your local system. And the fourth thing is remote repo, which is GitHub, GitLab, SVN, etc. Now, the first thing what we are doing now, when you initialize the project or the code would be listed in the Git is initialized, and the next step is we're going to do see, you see this in here in source control it is showing as untracked. You can commit if you want directly by clicking here, or we can do that using commands. Now the next step is whether you want to check what is the latest status that is happening in your system. You can check it here. You see git status on branch main, no commits, and there is only one file here. If you want to keep on adding that would be listed here. Now since there is only one file, that is listed here now. So the next step what we are going to do is git add and dot. So you can directly add this one like uh, you can directly add git add the file name you can give, or like here index dot html, or you can remove, and if you want to put all your files into stage, then what you can do is you can click like directly give command like git add dot. What it will do is now see, now it is showing as index added, which means now it is ready for the staging. What that means, so staging working directory done, staging directory stage area done. Now it's going to be in local repo when you are going to commit these changes. Now let's commit that. Git commit hyphen m, um, the message that you are going to list, like this is sample project. This is my first commit. Let's say this is my first commit. Now when you click that one, what it will do is one file got changed and 275 insert and create mode index.html. Now you see everything got changed here. Now it is in main branch. Now let's push this code to GitHub. So, so in order to push this code to GitHub, what you have to do is you have to create a repository there first. So now let me create one there for you. See here, I logged into my GitHub account. I'm going to click on here. Let me write here why YouTube demo git and GitHub commands. So now this is available. I'm going to click on create repository. Now what it does is it creates a new repository here, and we are going to push our code here. Now you see we have, it gives some of the steps that are required. The first thing is git init we have completed. We didn't add this file at git add readme, and instead what I have done, we have added all the files. Uh, for now our test purpose we have created, for demo purpose we have created one file that has been added here. And the next thing is we have added this git commit minus m, that thing we have done. Now the next step is we have to run this command in order to push this code. Now let's run that. See, that is done. Now the next step is what we are going to do is we have to add the origin first, the first time. So now what we have to do is first copy this one, and you have to use a command called git push hyphen u origin main, and no, sorry, not this one, git remote add origin and the URL that you are going to push. See, now it got updated. Let's refresh this page. And the final thing, let's run this command as well. Git push origin main. See, it has pushed all the files into GitHub. Now, if we refresh it, see the file got added here. Now, If you want to pull this somebody's code, until this point, what we have done, we have created a new folder and then we have uh, opened up our VS Code there. We wrote code either by manually or by using AI. We have written some code and it is working. What we have done, we have initialized the GitHub there and then we have configuration. We have using the basic commands, the git status, git add, git commit, and also the git ban. And uh, uh, we committed the code until the local repository. We created a new repository in GitHub and we pushed the code there. And now the code is here. You see the file like that. You can have a number of files can be added here. Now let's pull this code. Let's say from this point onwards, anybody of your team members can use this file and they can start working from here. Now, now let's do another GitHub. Now there, if you want to download, if you want to clone this code, what you can do is you can come here and check like git clone and then using that URL you can do it and then it will just pull the code. So now the code has been downloaded again. This is how you can do it. There is an important concept called branching. Branching means, so if you see here, we are working on this main branch and you can see that from here as well. So basically what happens is in production systems, you can see it from here as well. In typically software engineering jobs, you are not supposed to push your code into main branch. What you have to do is you have to create your own branch and then there you have to work on the feature that were assigned to you and then push code there and raise a PR and you have to inform that to your team lead or a senior developer who is taking care of this GitHub. So in this scenario, what happens is in generally in software industry, there would be multiple things called instances called one is main that we are already seeing and there is something called dev, stage and pre-prod. Generally, when we are working, we would be working on the dev instance as well. Now, what we are going to do is let's create one branch here and then push the code to branch first. So in order to check how many branches are here, first let's click on this CLS. Let's add some features here first. Let me come to client. Uh, sim- See, initially, whatever it has done, the recent changes, this MC, MR, these are introduced now. Uh, with the previous one to the latest one. Let's create one branch and then push this code there. Now git branch, in order to see how many branches are here, we have only one main branch. And now what we are going to do is let's create a new branch here, git branch feature that we are going to work like adding additional, no, additional features. Okay, now when we click on that one, what it will do is it will create a new branch. Now, if we check the branch again, what we have to do is git branch, branch. So see, there are two branches now. One is this one, another one is this one. Now we are going to work on the second one, this one. So in order to go to that branch, what we have to do is there is something called switch git switch feature, adding additional feature. So now see here, switch it to branch, add another one. Now there are some changes in the code, and also we are switched to another branch. This is correct now. What we are going to do, let push the code again. Git add dot all the files. Now warning, adding embedded Git repository. Okay, all good. Now let's check what is the status now. Git sts status. So it is showing though there is some modifications in here, and now I'm going to commit this one. So to the local repo, git commit -m uh, new feature to calculator. So I'm going to hit. Now we are going to push the code that we recently uh, written. Git push -u origin. I'm going to push it to feature. Feet. What is this one? What is the name? Here. Adding additional additional feature. Okay, I'm going to hit this one. It's taking some time. Yeah, it pushed the new code. Now let's go and check the GitHub. What is happened? You see this one? Feature has been raised. Feature adding additional feature had recently pushed on May 31. Now it is giving you an option instead of pushing it directly to the main branch. What's happening now is, let's refresh. I'll show you the feature also created. Let it load. See, the main branch is there. Another branch called adding additional feature. Another branch also, the two branches. Now let's raise a PR. You can compare what has written in the two files. See, earlier it was 20 pixels, now it is 10 pixels, and there are some new code has been written. This has been removed. Everything you can verify here, and if you come here, you can merge it by see from you can compare it from here. That is already we are doing, and we are pushing code from this feature to main branch. We are merging the code, and then I'm raising this create pull request, meaning I'm ready to push this code to main branch. So I'm going to inform my senior developer team lead saying step here. Now you have two choices. Either you can merge it, squash it, and merge it, rebase. All these are like some advanced level of GitHub commands or features. But as a new guy who are coming to learn all these things, these are enough. You can just click on merge and then confirm merge. What it will do is it will push all the code into that. Now see, the code is merged. If you come here, now both are added here. See, 2 minutes ago. So if you have any questions, you can. There is another thing also. Let me quickly tell you that also. Let me clear this. Now there is something called git logs to check uh, git log. Yeah, see the recently what has happened. That information would be displayed here. If you have any question, you can ping in the comment section so that I can. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you again.